I want you to know how truly grateful I am for your sharing my mother's stories and her story with me. For those of you who haven't read this biography, I am discreetly holding it up. I want you to know that Amazon twice sold out of it. I had trouble getting it myself. And I think the reason for that was that all the wonderful librarians across the country had such an interest in my mother's books that they wanted to read about her too. I can't believe my mother's actually 120 years old. The downside of that is if you do the math, you'll know that I'm 88. For all I know, my mother's probably up there directing this event or staging one of her heavenly productions, no pun intended, with any of the children who happen to be up there with her. As many of you know already, Sydney Taylor, known as Sid to her family, was an incredibly multi-talented woman, really ahead of her time. She was an actress, she was a dancer, she was an author, and she was a musician. All of this is captured in a forthcoming book by Richard Michelson called Sydney Taylor, One of a Kind. It's going to be a picture book for little children, and the premise is that you can grow up and be any of these things as long as you want it badly enough and work at it.
I'm thrilled to be part of this 120th birthday celebration for Sydney Taylor. When I was writing about you, I thought I knew you. I still think I know you. I talk to you sometimes. And so let me wish you a wonderful 120th.
Why is it important to you to support and maintain the Sydney Taylor Book Award?
My God, it was my mother. And they're wonderful stories, and I love every one of them. And for me, this is a way to keep her alive for the rest of the time I'm here and well after that. So I will do everything I can to continue that legacy.
Are there any particular award-winning books that you really connected with or that you would want to highlight?
You know, I have a whole library of award-winning books, and it would be so hard for me to pick one out. Although, in my memory, I very much like The Book Thief. But there are other wonderful books. There are hardly room for them anymore, but there are boxes of them, and they're all autographed, and that's so nice that the authors do it. And it's so wonderful that they're able to reap the award and to have their books published. And that's why I established the Young People's Award in addition to the Children's Award, because I think that's important.
What do you love about the Association of Jewish Libraries?
What do I not love about the Association of Jewish Libraries? I think they are a wonderful organization. I try my best to go to every one of the award ceremonies. I'm so impressed with the judges who have to go through and read thousands of books. I don't know how they do it. I think it's so well organized. I do look forward every year to the awards and to being a part of it, and I'm honored to be a part of it, and I will continue. And Judy will take over when I'm not here, as I said.
Tell us about some of the fan mail that you've received from readers of All of a Kind family.
I love them. I try to answer whatever I can, because if a child has the wherewithal to write, I want to reply. I'm answering and saying thank you for writing to my mother. Some of them are hilarious. Dear Mr. Taylor, because they think Sydney is a man, I loved your books, but I would have written them different. So I wrote back, Dear Jeffrey, when you publish your first book, I'd love to have a copy and see what you did different. Or, Dear Mr. Taylor, can you give me the recipe for crepe latch? Spelled like that, crepe latch. But they're fun letters and they're meaningful. And sometimes teachers will send in a whole classroom full. I think that that's one of the assignments, maybe to read the book and then write. But I love them. They're all in, childish handwriting, and it's great.
View the oral history, Jo Taylor Marshall, in her own words, with Heidi Rabinowitz. Find out more about Sydney Taylor, her family, and how they impacted the All-of-a-Kind family books. Also, learn what it was like to be the daughter of a famous author. See it all at jewishlibraries.org.